Hey guys, Jamie Dennis here with Oil Happy Day, and I'm really excited to come on today and actually talk to you a little bit about the basic oils and how they work. That one, they are safe, two, they're effective, and three, they are affordable. So when we talk about safe, really they're much more natural and safe without having those side effects, and the benefits don't have any addictions either, which is really important. They're extracted from plants. Which if you think about it, plants are made to really heal themselves. So they'll have properties like antibacterial and antiviral, antifungal, and that's really to protect itself. And they are really powerful. Okay. So essential oils are 50 to 70 times stronger than herbs are. So if I needed, maybe I had an upset stomach and I wanted to use some peppermint, I would have to drink 28 cups of peppermint tea to get what you get out of one drop of peppermint essential oil. And that's actually the first oil I want to talk about. And remember that the oils I'm talking about today and the oils that I actually educate on and use for my family are doTERRA essential oils. And that's because they are the world's largest essential oil company, but it's also because they are safe and they are grown in the indigenous place where they should be grown so that the effectiveness of the oils is what it should be. And there's actually a standard. It's called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. Okay, and so that is the actual grade of doTERRA essential oils. And you can even cross-check it by looking on the bottom of the bottle. There's a cool code that you can actually plug into sourcetoyou.com and find out exactly where this bottle of oil came from and all the testing done on it. It's really cool. So let's talk about the first oil I want to talk to you about. It's peppermint. I love peppermint. Oh, you can put a drop in your hand and then just rub it around and smell it through your nose. And it's really great about lifting that brain fog and helping you to focus. I like to do that with wild orange in the middle of the day to really help me to just focus without needing another cup of coffee. Also, it's great for clear breathing. It's going to lift brain fog, like I said. It cools the body. So now that I've got that oil in my hands, I can actually put it on the back of my neck or anywhere that I've got some head tension, and it really, really helps. And it's very good for upset stomach. The other cool thing about peppermint is that it's actually an appetite suppressant, so it'll help you to consume less calories. All right, let's talk about the effectiveness of essential oils. I want you to think about a human cell. Like, let's just say this is a cell. Now, when we have a virus attack our cells or our body, because our body's made with cells, and the viruses are going to sit on the inside of the cell and duplicate in there. Bacteria, on the other hand, will sit on the outside of the cell and duplicate outside the cell. So this is why when we go to the doctor and you have something like the flu, they're going to tell you to go hydrate, to really rest. So they're not really going to be able to do much for you, right? So what's cool is that essential oils can make it through the cell membrane and get in there and actually stop the duplication of a virus, and they can kill bacteria on the outside of the cell. So that's like amazing that they can get in there and they can actually effectively help to rid off infection and actually help your body to do what it's meant to do. The oils assist your body, which is insane. It's so amazing. It can actually help every cell in your body. So one of my favorites for that is actually tea tree essential oil, or melaleuca. You might know it as melaleuca, but this is tea tree. And tea tree is very herbaceous. This is great for anything skin. It's great for acne. It's great. It's actually antiviral and antifungal. So this is a great one to use when you're really feeling like you're down in the dumps and you know you've got a virus. You went to the doctor and they're like, well, it's not bacterial. It's definitely viral. So you can use tea tree. I like to use this one internally. I actually use it for my kids for any kind of ear discomfort. I'll just put a couple of drops of tea tree with lavender, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, behind the ear. And then it really helps to help with the pain of an earache, as well as deal with the infection that could be started there. So that is a great tip. This is also a good one if you've got, any kind of the, kids or guys that have got those stinky, itchy feet, because this is antifungal. So that is tea tree. So another one for, keeping your immune system boosted, it's really, really important that you know about On Guard. And On Guard is doTERRA's protective blend. And this is a blend of several essential oils will actually keep your immune system boosted, as well as it's antibacterial and antiviral. So this has got things like cinnamon and orange. It's amazing. It smells like Christmas in a bottle because it also has clove in it. I love it. So for this one, I actually will put this in a veggie cap and take it internally. And we're going to talk about the ways we use oils in just a minute. But I love On Guard. Rolling this on your feet is huge to keep you protected and healthy. So the third thing to know about essential oils is that they are more affordable than modern medications and modern, like when you go to the doctor and they put you on a round of antibiotics and then you're having to go pay your copay and then pay another copay for your actual medication that you're being given, as well as then put yourself on a probiotic to repair all that damage that happened because you were on antibiotics. There is a natural antibiotic, and that is oregano essential oil. And this is why you see like chicken companies giving oregano to chickens, because this is a natural antibiotic. So this is oregano essential oil. This is a hot oil, so you need to dilute this one. And you'd want to dilute with fractionated coconut oil. And it does two things. One, it will either make something like a hot oil like oregano not penetrate your skin as quickly and being able to absorb better, but it will also help with any kind of sensitivity. So essential oils are safe for everybody, from babies to the elderly, to sensitive skin to not. You want to use carrier oil because it'll help it to not flash off the skin as quickly and to absorb in, okay? So that you can smell it longer and get the benefits aromatic. So lavender, let's talk about lavender real quick. I promised you that. Lavender is all things calming. So if you can remember that, then you'll be able to use this one with no problem. Most people know lavender for the way it helps us to calm down before sleep. And the reason for that is this actually lowers your cortisol levels, which is our stress hormone, right? So lavender is also very good for helping us to calm down at nighttime. I love to put a couple of drops with this in coconut oil and rub it on my wrists and smell it, because that's going to go directly to my heart. But then I'll use whatever left on my hands and I'll put it on my pillow. And so I'm kind of smelling that at nighttime. Another great one, if you don't know about it, is called Serenity Essential Oil, and it's also a blend of oils. And it has vetiver, which is a root. It's like a tranquilizing oil, and cedarwood, Roman chamomile, lavender, as well as a couple of others. Very, very calming. So if you have any issue with getting to sleep, staying asleep, you need lavender and Serenity. Okay, let's talk about how you use oils. And I've kind of said this already, but let's talk about the three ways. The first is aromatic. So aromatic means that you can simply smell it from the bottle, like this is wild orange, very uplifting, okay? I keep wild orange with me everywhere I go because it's so uplifting. You can use it in a diffuser, which you can kind of see above my head right there. I should have turned it on. So let's think about it this way. When you go to the dentist office and they need you to be sedated, they might give you laughing gas. And in a couple of moments, you're going to actually feel very relaxed and euphoric. How does that work? Okay, it's actually really similar with the way that essential oils work. Basically, it uses the olfactory system. So along the bridge of your nose right here, there's an olfactory bulb with a bunch of little nerves that run back into the limbic system. Okay, so the amygdala in the brain and the limbic system, and that actually will trigger down the rest of the body. And it triggers emotional responses. It can trigger, a calming effect or an uplifting, like peppermint and orange, to keep us awake and focused. So that's how they work. It's actually an aromatic benefit. It also will affect your lungs, right? So we're breathing it in, we're going to get it through our lungs. And then because of the way that your blood system works between the lungs, it's going to get into your bloodstream. So you can diffuse something like that on guard, and that's really going to help boost your immune system and your whole families. And because doTERRAs are so pure, because of that certified pure therapeutic grade, you can actually diffuse less oil than you would if you bought something out of the drugstore, which, by the way, is probably got adulterations and chemicals in it. So don't do that. But I can diffuse like 3 or 5 drops of something, and it is very effective. I don't need like 10, 20 drops. I can clean with my oils like On Guard or lemon essential oil in my water, or lemon to clean my windows. And I only need a couple of drops because they are potent, okay? So we were talking about aromatic. I want to share with you my story about Breathe. We started using Breathe over 5 years ago with my son, who has some respiratory issues. And we used this to help open up his airways every day. So he's been using this for 5 years to really maintain his airways. I also use this before I run, before I go on any kind of walk, or really anything. I use it every day. So emotionally, this is great to help calm anxious feelings. But let me show you how to make an oil diffuser in your hand. You just drop a drop in your hand and you rub them together. And instead of making a tent like this, where I would want to do that if I was having anxiousness, I can actually make like a little inhaler. So I'm going to keep my hand flat. I'm going to make an O, and I'm going to put them together. And then I'm going to breathe in hard right through that hole into my mouth, okay? And if you can hold it in your lungs, that's even better. Let me try it again. It's amazing. So Breathe has tea tree in it. And remember what I said about tea tree? It's antiviral and antifungal. So it actually prevents infection in the lungs. But this blend of oils actually has eucalyptus in it and ravensara, several oils that are actually proven to open up your airways and help you to breathe easier. So if you have any kind of respiratory issue, if you end up in the hospital a lot because you end up getting some kind of a secondary infection in your lungs, I highly recommend Breathe. This is why I started using oils for our family, and it's changed our life. Okay, so that's aromatic. Second way to use oils is topically. And this is probably one of the most common ways that people use oils when they start. And so there is a blend called Digest Zen. And just think of that as like the tummy everything. Okay, so this has got fennel and anise and peppermint and ginger and a bunch of other great oils for your digestive system. So you can actually take this internally, or you can put it on topically. So if I or my kiddos have a tummy ache, or let's say something's coming out too fast, or it's not coming out fast enough, or I'm nauseous, I can use Digezen. I actually have my son, who's the oldest, he has some issues with car sickness. So Digezen, this is a little one, and it stays in my car. I actually pulled this one out of my car because it's so good to really help with that nauseous feelings. So you can smell it aromatically for the nausea, or you can put this into an essential oil roller ball, which I'm trying to see if I've got one. Here's a roller. This is adaptive. It's for stress, but this is a roller, okay? And you simply add however many drops. So for my family, I would put about 10 to 12 drops of Digezen in a roller with fractionated coconut oil so it can absorb slowly and be safe for their skin. And I roll that right over his tummy. I mean, he's 11 now, so he can roll it all over his own stomach. If they wake me up in the middle of the night with a tummy ache, they're getting their roller. So my kids all know how to use rollers. I've got 3 of them. And so topically we can do over the system that needs the actual help, right? So if I have head tension and I'm having maybe some like light sensitivity or something like that, I can use a blend called Deep Blue. And this has a lot of oils that are so good for head tension and for pain. All right. So, if you have that kind of headache that like light and noise bothers you, and sometimes it's like tunnel vision, you have to go in your room by yourself. I have been there. I use Deep Blue. So this blend has oils like Helichrysum, wintergreen. This is actually my son's favorite oil. There's so many oils in here. There's actually German chamomile, osmanthus, helichrysum, which helps you heal, peppermint and ylang ylang, camphor, and wintergreen. So this stuff's amazing. And all you do, like if I had that headache I was talking about, I would put a drop on my finger and I would put it on my temples away from your eyes. You don't want to get this one in your eyes. It will burn. Okay. If that ever happens to you, just put some coconut oil in your eyes. But then you put it in the soft spot behind the neck, massage it into the neck. They even make a deep blue cream, and it's awesome for that. So that is incredible for head tension. All right. So that's how we can apply it topically. The other thing you can do topically is you can put it on your pulse points, on your antecubital space. You can actually put it on the bottom of your feet because you have a lot of really tough skin down there, right? And you've got a ton of blood flow with the lymph system and then the blood flow, and it's going to circulate through your body actually in about 20 seconds. It's amazing. All right, so that's topical. The last way to use oils, and this is only true of doTERRA essential oils, do not buy something at a drugstore and use this last method this way. Because doTERRA is so safe and they do all of the testing on their oils, you can actually consume doTERRA essential oils. Now, there are specific oils that you can consume, and there are ones that you should not, and I'm going to show you that. So you can take them internally. So that wild orange that I was talking about. Now, the way to look and to know is on the side of the bottle, there will be a supplemental facts. Can you see that box? So this just means that the FDA has said that this is generally regarded as safe or GRAS, and it means that we can consume this safely. So you really need to use either a metal water container or glass. Do not use plastic, because something like lemon or any citrus oil can actually break down petrochemicals, and lemon essential oil is amazing for helping you to detoxify, and you can put this right in your water, okay? Just 1 or 2 drops. Remember how I told you about peppermint? Peppermint's that appetite suppressant. So if I'm having one of those days where I'm craving a bunch of sugar, or like it's lunchtime and I have to work in a couple hours or something, I'll actually put a little bit of peppermint in my water. Or an upset stomach, I can put that right in my water. I can do the same thing with digesin. So the last one I would talk about is frankincense. Frankincense is like the king of oils. It absolutely is. And this is like, if you don't know what to use frankincense. It's actually going to help the other oils to be synergetic. And it's like 1 + 1 is 3. So it amplifies. So if I had that major head tension I was talking about and I use Deep Blue, I can actually put frankincense before it and then the Deep Blue, and it's going to really give it like a power punch to help knock out that head tension. I actually use frankincense in my water every day, or you can drop it directly underneath your tongue, sublingual, and that will go into your bloodstream immediately. This is incredible for keeping your cells healthy, okay? The other thing is that it's going to support a healthy nervous system, and it really helps your cells to perform optimally, like I said, and this is great for low mood. So my favorite thing to diffuse in my house is actually wild orange with frankincense, especially up here in the Northeast, where in those dark months, we kind of get that low blues month kind of situation where we're all kind of sad. So we love frankincense with citrus oils because it is so uplifting and it really helps to combat that. All right. So that is the 3 ways that we use oils and the 3 cool things about oils. So how do you get these in your house? Okay, let's talk about that. The first way, and the way that you do not want to do, is retail. You would only do that if you're in a spa setting or a chiropractor's office, and it's retail. So don't do that. It's the most expensive way. The second way is wholesale, and you can do that one of 2 ways. You can actually purchase a $35 membership fee and pick and choose exactly what you'd like, and it's like making a custom kit. The third way is actually to purchase a kit from doTERRA, and you'll get that $35 membership fee waived, which is so cool. Plus, when you do a membership kit, you actually get a phenomenal deal because they will discount down the full price of the oils. So it is a phenomenal time to start your doTERRA journey. And you know what? When you start this journey with me, you not only get the oils, but you're going to get product education that we do every single week digitally. You're going to get a wellness consult. Well, I will go through kind of like everything going on with you and help you to know how to use your oils for those things. We'll actually set up a plan for you, including things like nutrition and how to help your family just as a whole. So you're not enrolling by yourself. That's one of the most incredible things about being a wellness advocate is I get to help you with your needs. So I will put some links below. Let me know if you've got questions, and then I will talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me. Hope you like and subscribe my channel. Have a great day.